I've waited 3 years for this high-speed roguelike flavored runner, and now that it's finally playable in Steam Next Fest, my eyeballs can hardly keep up. Haste Broken Worlds is already climbing the Next Fest charts. So this was an article I seen a few days back, and I wanted to go ahead and do a video on it just because I was able to check out the trailer itself for this game, and I thought it looked really cool. It was, really interesting the gameplay that they had for it. It seemed like it's really high speed, kind of paced type of game, and I like that because for all the indie games and stuff like that that I like to play and everything, every once in a while I do kind of get that feeling and that urge where I do kind of want to play something that's a little bit more high speed, a little bit faster paced. So seeing something like this come out has me pretty hyped for it, and I'm hoping it actually does come out to be like a really good game. From the sounds of it, with it getting into the Next Fest charts, I'm feeling like that should be the case. But yeah, just knowing that there's something like this out there, that is something that really has me hyped up. So I'm not gonna go too much into the article itself here. I did want to read one of the paragraphs we got right here. So just kind of get into this, and then after that, we'll go ahead and actually check out the trailer that we got here. So it just talks about the game for the most part, as far as the article goes, just how it started and everything like that. But this was like the main thing I wanted to focus on, just because it kind of gives a little bit of detail about the game itself. So, Haste Broken Worlds earns its roguelike stripes through a Slay the Spire style map, allowing you to pick your route between normal runs, random encounters, shops and rest stops, and tricky boss levels. Complex and unforgiving maps that reward you with strategy altering bonuses if you can make it to the end. You'll enter each attempt with a handful of lives that persist between levels, enforcing speed and precision. Collisions will harm Zoe and slow her down, and if you go off the map or get caught by the corruption, you'll lose a life and have to start the level over. Lose all 3 lives, and you're starting from scratch, meaning a single tricky map can stop an entire attempt in its tracks, adding real stakes to every single crash or wrong turn. So that's the main thing I really wanted to focus on, was just kind of that aspect of it. I thought that was actually really cool, because once you see the trailer right now in a second, you'll see that it really is, like I stated, a kind of a fast-paced type of game. So knowing that they have different things that you can do, kind of like random encounters for the normal runs, shops, and then kind of rest stops, I think that is kind of interesting, as well as the fact they got like boss levels. From what it seems like, I'm guessing if the boss levels are like you actually going up against a boss, or if it's just going to be kind of like a time attack kind of a thing for this game. So it has me pretty hyped. I think it's pretty cool too, the fact that if you lose 3 lives, which is kind of going back to like old school games where you only have 3 lives to be playing off of, you have to restart from the beginning. So I thought that was actually pretty cool as well. So I figured it was something we can go ahead and check out right here with the trailer. So I wanted to see what we got. All right, so I just want to start off by saying, one, I like the music. I thought it was pretty cool, but I really do, like I said, like that fast-paced element to the game, where you're just kind of speeding through, just going as fast as you can. I think that's awesome. I think that works really well for this type of gameplay, and it has me pretty hyped. It reminds me of kind of like a Sonic type of game, or like a like a faster pace of like a Temple Run or something like that, which I think is pretty cool. And I love that you can swing as well, kind of a thing. I think that adds a lot of funness to it from the looks of it. This is what really had me kind of like hyped right there. Seeing that kind of that this kind of reminds me of like the Gloom from like Tears of the Kingdom. So seeing her run is, at first you're just kind of like, all right, it's kind of like you're supposed to go through like a speedy way of through the course and everything like that, which is pretty cool in itself, being able to kind of go at a faster pace. But seeing that there's stuff like that, like almost like I said, it looks like the Gloom from Tears of the Kingdom kind of come at you. I think that's also really cool, because and then it adds a little bit more of like a like urgency that you're going to be needing to go a lot faster in these runs, which I think is really cool. I think that's awesome. Perfect. That's awesome. And then, like I said, I like the fact that you can do things like you can grapple, and then from the looks of it, she's not. I don't know if she's necessarily flying, but she is kind of soaring through the air, which I think looks really cool. And then I'm also curious as to if these are the levels right here, this little element, like if you start off right here, and then you can move on to this level and this level kind of a thing, or if these are like kind of a From the looks of it, it looks like levels, but or if it's like a skill tree kind of a thing. I'm a little bit curious on that. Unlikely story. Haste, Broken Worlds. Wishlist on Steam. Coming soon. Nice. Yeah, man. So I think this looks awesome. This actually has me really hyped. I think this game looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm really interested to see how it ends up playing. I'm not sure. I don't think it's stated whether there's gonna be any other versions other than on Steam. If not, that then there's a really low chance that I'll be actually be able to play this game, unfortunately. But fingers crossed that they actually will release something like this onto, let's say, like PlayStation or like the Switch, because I think this game looks pretty cool. Like it looks really fun, and I feel like it'll be something worth checking out. And then yeah, like I said, it just like moments like this where you see almost looks like a bullet is like behind her as she's like running. I'm kind of curious if that's gonna be part of like the boss battles where like the boss is gonna be trying to take you down, where you're trying to figure out ways to take them down while you're speeding through the level. So this game looks pretty cool to me. I think this looks like it's gonna be something worth checking out and something that should be fun whenever we do get it, available. It just says coming soon, so I'm not sure exactly what day is going to be when it when the release will happen for it, but so far from what I've seen, I think this looks really cool. So those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Does this look like a game you'd be willing to pick up? Is there anybody out there that is kind of into like the faster paced type of games like I am every once in a while? From nice to take like a little bit of break from some of the slower type of games out there that there are. So if you guys can let me know your thoughts in the comments, if you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this long, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.